A new depression treatment called Esketamine is helping some people in Alabama who are unable to get relief from other medications. I can think of a few patients where after a few weeks of dosing with Esketamine, they appear to be a different person, said UAB's Dr. Matthew Macaluso about some of his patients who were severely depressed. Esketamine, a sedative derived from ketamine, a commonly used anesthetic once known as the party drug, Special K, was approved in 2019 by the FDA for people who have treatment-resistant depression. In 2018, 19% of people in the United States had a mental health disorder, up 1.5 million from the previous year, according to a study by the group Mental Health America. It's clear, there's a need for a novel mechanism of action treatments because not everyone gets better with the traditional treatments, said Dr. Macaluso. Approximately 40% of patients with depression had ongoing symptoms after 4 antidepressant treatments prior to the approval of Esketamine in the largest ever depression study called STAR*D study in 2006, said Dr. Macaluso. FDA approval of Esketamine makes it the first new kind of treatment for depression approved by the agency in 60 years. We are now looking at drugs that work differently than all of the drugs that were previously approved, which I think is very exciting for patients. At UAB, Dr. Macaluso is administering an Esketamine nasal spray from the pharmaceutical company Janssen, with the brand name Spravato, to patients at his clinic and is conducting trials to see whether the drug can successfully be used as a standalone treatment, without an antidepressant, as is the current requirement. Private clinics across the state are now offering Esketamine nasal spray treatments. After its approval in 2019, some scientists questioned the thoroughness of drug trials of Esketamine completed by Janssen, the drug's manufacturer. But Dr. Macaluso said research shows Esketamine, taken with antidepressants, can help the brain form new connections to combat depression and anxiety and can reverse some of the damage caused by chronic stress and depression. It has been shown to help reduce thoughts of suicide, and takes effect immediately, unlike many SSRIs which can take weeks to have an impact. At Dr. Macaluso's clinic, patients receive the nasal spray under supervision for several hours. They are not allowed to drive after receiving the treatment. He said patients can experience short-term side effects like nausea, vomiting and numbness. They can also perceive reality in unusual ways for a period immediately after the treatment. People can experience dissociation where they perceive things in the room differently or they perceive time and space differently. People can experience a feeling of intoxication or drunkenness. Some patients can have elevations in blood pressure, he said, adding that the side effects are short-term if patients are medically screened for the treatment.